Hello guys, it is Monday and I'm here with my ukulele, but I'm not going to be talking about ukuleles because I'm going to be talking about our topic this week, which is therapy. So, for therapy, I have been in therapy for 2 years. That's 2 años. And yeah, so my first therapist I had in 7th grade, but it was only for anxiety and depression because I had stabbed a boy in 7th grade with a pencil, so apparently that meant something deeper psychologically. And in 7th grade, I'm going to let you in on a secret, I cut myself. Like, I cut my arm. They weren't very deep because I didn't really want to go any deeper without cutting my arm off, but it's bad. I advise that you do not do it. Do not cut. It's terrible, and it's just not something your parents want to see. It's not something you want to look down and see, because I have, like really light scars on my arm right now, and it's not good to see those, and I do. So, um, but anyway, so she wasn't that good. I didn't like her personally. I didn't feel like she was getting to the root of the problem, clearly because my problem, or not a problem per se, but my issue was transgenderism, and she was just doing anxiety, depression, childhood, blah 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 blah, and so I didn't like the way she was exactly running that. Um, Another thing, after, well, I came out to her at, like, the very end period of when we started seeing, like, stopped seeing her. Like, we stopped seeing her right after I came out to her, because then we went to go look for a transgender professionalist. And so then I met my other doctor, who, I don't really like either. I didn't really like either. I mean, she focused on transgenderism and all that good stuff. I mean, she was mainly for, the LGBT people, but, I guess she accepted T's. So, I really thought she was going to be my therapist, but no. I didn't, no, we just, like, the reason okay, woo, fumbling of words. The reason I stopped seeing her was because we had, like, large gaps in between my appointments. Like, we would skip a couple months or so and then go back to her, and that's not good. You need to stay consistent with the same therapist, because then they'll start forgetting you, maybe not your name, but they'll definitely forget your, information that you've been telling her or him. So stick with the same therapist. And so after we stopped seeing her, I even said I didn't like her that much. So we found a new therapist, the therapist I have now, Dr. Powell. And I'm definitely sure that he's going to be the one who's signing my T letter and will be signing my surgery letter, because you need both of those. And you need to keep the same therapist for a year to get T, I think, and to get surgery. So if you want your letter, you have to wait a year with the therapist. And seeing them on a, like, consistent time allotments. So there's that. And, yeah, about therapy. It's not hard to talk in therapy. I mean, well, for me it wasn't, because I knew what I wanted, basically. I knew what I was going to say. And I always, always, always write down my topics on Post-it notes, because I've got tons of Post-it notes because I'm obsessed with them. I have that one, then I have more over here, and then I have more over there which have my topics on them, and then I have a bunch of ones that have ukulele songs on them, but that's not it. So, always make sure you have your topics in mind, because once you think of one, you kind of want to write it down before you forget it, as you do with most things. And so, also, I would advise that, let's see, you just let it all out in therapy, because that's what it's for. That's what they're there for. They don't really judge you. They maybe help you, but they're not going to be judgmental by any means, because that is unprofessional. And so, therapy should be, it's not fun, but I mean, if it's going to get you what you want. Like, if you're an MTF and you want estrogen, a therapist is going to get you that. And if you're like me and are an FTM, a therapist is going to get you T by signing your T letter. So, unless, you live in one of those places where they just hand out T letters like candy. So, yeah, I guess that's a little bit about my therapy experience. Therapy in general, um, don't think of it as a bad thing, because, I mean, therapy isn't a bad thing. It's actually going to turn, like, your problems into solutions, if that makes sense. Like, it's not a bad thing, so don't hate therapy. And be sure to check out all the other guys' videos on the channel, and all that good stuff, because we are awesome. So don't forget to comment, rate, favorite, subscribe, like, and all those good things. And I will play you out Mr. Sandman, because I learned Mr. Sandman. Okay, let's see. Well, the beginning of it. Okay, bye.